Positive Live.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yes, and welcome to Positive Live Coaching. We're here today. My name is Farah. For the people that doesn't know me, and Matt, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Matthew Gold here. We're on Positive Live. This is a new show, the premiere show, the premiere episode. We're ready to rock and roll. We're going to be talking about all kinds of healthy lifestyle situations, how to take care of yourself, how to meditate the right way, how to think the right way, how to just positive lifestyle. And just, we're going to be light, we're going to be fun, we're going to be airy, and we might even talk about the dating world as well. But one step at a time. Farah, what are we doing today?
Well, I think today we should talk about Positive Life, which is the importance of positivity in people's life, right?
Absolutely. Love it.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Yes, we should. And I think also we should tell people why positive is it's like very important in their life, because especially in today's world with everything that's going on, like as far as stress and other
There's
stuff.
always some kind of kicker that's just bringing us down.
Exactly.
And so we need to figure out a way to excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry about that. There's a way to basically fight that fight in a way that makes it positive and makes us happy and healthy and wise. And basically, we're going to do positive thinking so it can boost your skills. Mm-hmm. It can build your skills, I should say, boost your health and improve how you work. Right?
Exactly.
These are basically just helpful hints on how to do it. So, should we start with the number one thing?
I think we should.
What do you think's number one?
Let me let you start. What is it?
I'm going to tell you. Number one is meditation, right? And how to meditate. And basically, it builds your brain. It's how to basically, fill your mind with thoughts of goodness, of kindness, of, taking a phrase from an old TV series that I used to watch, Serenity Now. The show was Seinfeld, but it's just serenity and just peaceful thoughts and, breathe in, breathe out. Just take moments in your day, whenever you can, to relax, to keep things soft and mellow. What do you think?
Which is good. And also we should tell everybody that are listening, well, maybe like if they can do it themselves at their home, they can also go to a gym or like any other places that offer that class.
You're absolutely right, Farah.
Yes.
Meditation doesn't necessarily have to be, in a specific spot. It could be almost anywhere. Look, when I'm talking about meditation, for me, what works best for me is when I'm at home alone and I have 10 minutes before that next TV show comes on, or before I decide to make that challenging phone call to whoever I have to call, maybe the ex or somebody like that. But, you just want to get to that happy place. You want to bring yourself into this zone of, wow, I feel good. And you got to do that. And now I do it in the home, like Farah, like you said. Some people like to do it in a gym. Maybe
exactly.
maybe they're in a group. They're doing a Zumba class or a dance class, or maybe they're doing spinning exercise class, or maybe even they're lifting weights. I mean, who knows? Whatever it is, wherever you find yourself being alone with your thoughts and being able to clear your mind to make yourself relaxed.
Yes, which is I believe that relaxing is I can say myself that relaxing is very important, in part of the positive thinking. The effort that of thinking positive. Because if you're not relaxed, because most of the time, Matt, when people are stressed or when people are angry, that's when they are not thinking positive. So in order for you, based on what Matt just said, that in order for you to be relaxed, in order for you to think positive, you need to reach that level of relaxation.
Yeah, the clarity.
Yeah.
You got to bring clarity to your mind and make it such that you can think clearly. And once you're thinking clearly, you make better decisions. It's just apparent. I mean, I go to the gym, I work out, I do my time on the elliptical, I sweat it all out, and then I go home and I just have this wow feeling, And I'm not saying everybody has to work out, but what you can do is just close your mind to outside pressures, even if it's only 5 minutes. You can find 5 minutes. We all can. And just let everything wash away.
And connect to yourself.
Just revisit who you are and do it that way. And just make your mind a powerful tool to help you do this. It'll help you think better in the long run. So just think about meditation. What's the second way we can help ourselves?
Well, I think the second one is writing, okay, which I think you should get some water here. Yes, it's writing. Well, I think, Matt, this is I can say this is my area.
This is your special area?
This is my special area. Well, I find it very interesting whenever I have to be in that world, which that's what I call my world, which is my writing world. And for you that are listening to me right now, as if you guys can go on on my Facebook page, you just type Farana Pierre Business and Life Coach. You'll see that there's a lot of posting, and of course, so this is me. This is where I find myself in writing. So for the people that likes to write, because a lot of people enjoy writing, okay, writing give me that sense of positivity in all area. And that's also in the personal level and the business level and also the spiritual level.
It's therapeutic for you.
Very.
And it makes you relax.
Very relaxed.
And it takes everything out of you that is maybe not so good.
Not so good. And the best part of it, Matt, can you believe that? That's where my creativity come from.
Really?
Yeah. By writing, I have like tons of idea that comes to my mind. It's like really awesome.
Well, I can't wait to read some of them.
Yeah, all you have to do is just go on my page,
Like
I said,
again?
I'm the writing, lady.
Facebook?
Yeah, just go on Facebook and just type Farana Pierre Business and Life Coaching, or just to make it simple, just type the name of our show, which is Positive Life Coaching.
Positive Life Coaching.
Yeah. But did you ever try writing?
It's funny you say that. When I was, we all have our life's ups and downs. And when I had one of my downs, I was going through a divorce, and in the scheme of things, looking back now, I've seen many that were much worse than mine. But I think when we're going through it, it's the worst. Obviously,
Yes.
It's very painful.
Painful.
And what I would say to you is that when I went through that divorce, there were many a night where I'd sit down and I'd write everything out that I was thinking. And I would wrote on and on, paragraph after paragraph of my emotions. It would spill out. And, I have all these notes. And I think one day I might actually turn it into a book because I think it's worthy, and it's something that people might actually like to read. And it might be, therapeutic for somebody else to read it and look at it and say, wow, I felt this way, or I felt that way. And I really enjoyed writing during a very dark time in my past.
Okay. Well, Matt, I am so glad you mentioned about that part, because, both of us been to a divorce in our life. And I can tell, like, to people that are listening to us, or people that are viewing us, because we are online as well, that especially that people, like what Matt just said, like if you are going to some type of
crisis
phases in life, it doesn't have to be a divorce phase. There's different type of phase. There's like problem with kids or whichever problem. Okay, but especially
it could be anything.
Anything.
I mean, any kind of situation in your life that's putting undue pressure onto yourself. It's definitely something that can be very therapeutic and help you get through it.
Yeah. And also, I just wanted to add this also, like, when I was going to my divorce phase, when writing actually, Matt, writing was amazing to me. And the reason why is because, like, whatever I felt inside, like all the pain, you see, all the, how can I say this, all the bitterness, which is not good, I was able to write them down just to release myself. And I was able to write them down because this is like something that's very important, because people do get divorced and people do go to separation, and that helped me in a way to communicate this with my ex, which at that time he did not understand where the problem came from. So actually, writing is one of the best. I'm not saying it's the only one because we have so
But it
many
worked
to talk
well for
about.
you.
But for me, it works well. As you can see also, before we move to the next one, people prefer, Matt, and you know that, texting.
Meaning what?
People prefer texting people instead of calling.
Oh yeah, because it's less. There's less pressure on
Less
you
pressure.
to talk and say the right thing, and there's no emotion attached to it.
Exactly.
Or maybe there is emotion attached to it,
Well,
but it doesn't come across necessarily. But texting can also be a challenge because you might not get the right
the right
emotion,
word.
conveyed to
Yeah.
the recipient.
Yeah.
So texting is challenging, but sometimes just writing into your phone is a good thing too, and you save it in your notes and
Yeah.
you can refer to it later. But yeah, writing is a good way to really clear your head. But I think the third way here, after everything is said and done, it's my favorite.
Yeah, I know that one.
You know that one?
Yes, it is your favorite one.
You know why? 'Cause I think the word says it all. Play.
Play.
It's just play. So come out and play. No, seriously though, we all, spend time scheduling meetings, scheduling appointments, scheduling, time to do what maybe we really don't want to do. But do you ever actually schedule time to do something you really want to do? Right?
Which is
The fun stuff.
the fun stuff.
And I'm not saying
that's
work
what
isn't
everybody
fun, right? But
Yeah.
but everybody
It's more serious. Work is more
there's a serious
level.
component
Yeah.
to it. But when you if going to a sporting event is your thing, and you could put on the calendar, hey, on Friday I'm going to go watch our Miami Marlins play baseball.
Oh, I'm gonna go
Or you're going to go
dancing.
dancing out, and, go salsa dancing Friday night, with your friends. I mean, what better way than to put it on the calendar and be able to look at it and say, I can't wait for Friday. I can't wait for that date, whatever that day is, and say, I'm going here. I mean, it's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. And what's important also as far as play, Matt, it balance everything, because in life, you have to balance everything. So actually, when you play or when you go out and have fun, whichever, it helps you like in a,
Well, it keeps you even keeled.
exactly.
I mean, look, I know when I have a rough work week and it's Wednesday afternoon and I'm looking at the clock and it's 3:00 and I know I got at least 3 more good hours of work to go. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. But then I look at that calendar really quickly and I see, wow, I got tickets to a show or to my favorite concert or to go dancing with Farrah or to go to the Miami Heat basketball game. Of course, the season's over now, but whatever it is, whatever gets you going, you're going out on a boat with your
Whatever
buddies.
makes you happy.
Yeah, whatever it brings you to that place that you say, wow, I really love doing this.
Exactly.
It's playtime, right? And, to just see it on the calendar and say, I'm going out in the boat with my buddy, it's just nice. It just
nice.
feels good.
Makes you feel
And
good.
it makes you go back to work and say, okay, a couple more hours of this, and I know what's coming at the end of the week.
Yeah, and also,
Right?
I totally agree with you. And also, it gets you ready for the following week.
I don't know about that.
Well, for me, that's how it works.
Just like,
know?
to me, I'm like, no, I got to be back on that boat, or no, I got to be back at the Heat game. You know?
No, with me, it really helps. Let me tell you how it helps. Okay,
Yeah.
I have fun. and I'm satisfied. You see, I release all the stress out,
Uh-huh.
and then now I'm all ready to start the week again.
No, no,
That's
no.
me. Everybody's different, and I'm
I
sure
want
there's
to
people
go
that are
back.
like me.
I'm
You
sure, I'm
know,
sure. But I just want to go again and
yeah.
again and again. But that's just me. That's my personality.
Okay, which is
So
good.
those are the three things that we're going to hit on today,
Mm-hmm.
right? For how you feel, best with building up your positive life
Positive life.
and to taking the stress out of your day to day.
Yes, and also there's something that I think we should talk about it. It's regarding the environment.
How so?
Positive thinking can be a challenge, can be challenging. I mean, if
Yes.
you're in the wrong environment. Let's say that you are surrounded with people that doesn't think positive. I think this is a good point that we should talk about also.
So, in other words, you're talking about maybe you're hanging out with a crowd of people that, you say, listen, I have this great idea
Mm-hmm.
and I think this would work if we did this, that, and the other. And they look at you and they say, ugh, dumb, no way, never work.
Are you crazy?
You're thinking wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I guess when you take it from that perspective,
Mm-hmm.
positive life type of thinking is important because you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe that if you think that you can do things a certain way, you should go out and do them, and no matter what others are telling you contrary to that, and you have to be positive in your thought process with that. And so yeah, I agree, you should surround yourself with people that really believe in you and support you and nurture your thoughts and your feelings to push you in that right direction that is probably right for you.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
which is
agree.
and which is like very, very important. And also, Matt, I think that it's also important too because there's a lot of people that's sending me messages online, and people are calling us, and I think we should talk about this about how the process of positive thinking. And some people they come to me and say, "Well, how do you do it? How are you? How can you be so positive?" I'm trying so hard to be positive, and it's not happening to me. Can you please tell me the process? Like even though we just mentioned a couple of
I think I
examples.
have an easy way to help people, a lot of the people that are emailing and texting you.
Okay.
And that is you have a choice in life to think positively or to think negatively. Who told you to think negatively? Nobody told me to think negatively. Maybe some of those friends that are no longer my friends, right?
Yes.
But the ones that are truly my friends are thinking positively and saying, yeah, go for it. Do that. Make sure you do it and do it the best you can.
Okay.
And you have a choice. There was a gentleman that I used to work with. And when I first started in the insurance industry, and he says, you have a choice. You have a choice to be happy or not be happy. Which one do you want to choose? Do you want to choose to be Debbie Downer or you want to be Happy Harry?
Exactly.
Who do you want to be? And you get to choose. How do you
Yes.
choose?
You get to choose. And also, I totally agree with you, Matt. And what I can add to what you just said, personally, it's a mindset,
Of
which
course.
which is related to you get to choose. And when the way we're trying to say about mindset is just like not only you choose based on what Matt just said that you choose to, let's say for example that you used to think negative, okay, and you say, well, you know what, today is Friday, okay, I am not gonna think differently. I'm gonna think positive, okay. Now you're making a decision to from negative thinking to positive thinking. So the mindset is very important, and mindset you're the only one that can do it. No one else can do it for you. Like I just said, it's a choice, and
Look, we all make choices, right?
yes,
Like going to dinner, right? You can order that cheeseburger deluxe, right, with the works. And that thing is 1,200 calories when it's all said and done with that
Okay.
delicious milkshake and the French fries. And you could eat it and you could be happy as you know what. And that's your choice. Or you can get a grilled chicken plate with some steamed vegetables and a glass of water, and you probably would feel 1,000 times better after you've eaten it. Your body is going to feel better, but you make a choice. Now, I'm not saying don't eat the loaded cheeseburger. I've eaten plenty in my day.
I know.
Right? Thank you very much. But what I'm saying is, if you had Monday through Friday where you were eating the chicken every single day, Friday is an excellent day to put on your calendar next to play cheeseburger deluxe, please. Right?
Yes.
That's a mindset. It's
That's
a choice.
mindset.
And you should be able to reward yourself after a whole week of being good, or in this example, choosing, to eat better, eating
healthier,
right?
which
right?
is, yeah.
And that's just the mindset.
It's
It's
a
the
mindset.
same thing. You need to flick the switch and say, today I'm on, but tomorrow I can flick it a different way
And be a different
and
person.
enjoy it. Exactly.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, if you figure out you got 7 days in a week, you got 21 meals in a week, if you can be good for 18 out of 21, you're way ahead of the game, right?
Yes. And that's for different type of situation. Let me give them an example as far as in the, let's say, not business level, because we talk about business in the other show. Let's talk about relationship, like in the when you when you're talking about relationship. Okay, if you start a relationship with somebody, Matt, and at the beginning you're telling yourself that, oh my God, this man, he's this, he's that, or she's this, she's that, or you automatically at the beginning of the relationship you're thinking negative.
Oh, it's finished.
This is crazy. It's not gonna happen.
It's not going to work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You have to think positive, regardless of the dating lasts or not. I truly believe, like, or you in your marriage or whichever, I truly believe that you have to think positive, because you know what, personally, I don't know, from my experience, I can tell you, and maybe you can share yours. From my positive switch experience, the results are always good. The reason why I said that, because let me take an example in my business world.
Why don't you take an example from your personal world?
I have, my personal. Okay. Well, okay. Right. Funny, right? Yeah. So in the business world, okay,
She doesn't want to go there.
I don't want to go there. I don't think we want to go there, right, Matt? Okay. So in the business world, I had a goal. Okay. I remember I was like younger. I had a goal, and I always think positive about the goal, about my goal, which is like to be a business owner, to be an entrepreneur, just like you.
Yes.
Okay. And guess what? I always see myself where I am today.
It's good, right?
It's very good. And how did I do it?
You get to choose.
I get to choose. And
But you got to make it work.
You have to make it work. And what's my little secret about that, Matt? I don't know,
Never
for yours.
give it up.
Not only never give up,
Yeah.
but thinking
Positive.
big and positive.
Big and positive.
It's both.
That's good.
And the reason why I said big, because, you may start, I'm talking especially to the small business owner, you may start as a home-based business. You don't have to stay in your home forever. You just close your eyes.
Of course, you want to be in your home.
That's, of course, if you want to be. Yes, so you can just close your eyes and just see yourself in that,
So how do they
very
do that?
nice building.
So how do you do that in a relationship? Like, how do you look at someone and say, I'm going to be positive thinking towards this? And, because people out there, they come to the table, like, for us, like we're newly divorced, right? I mean, a couple of years, whatever. But we're out there and we're like, we're bringing our bag of
that's
whatever our bag is, right?
From the past.
From the past, and we have our bag of, well, you know what we mean to say, but we're bringing it to the table. And so you got to find that other person that's willing to deal with your bag of stuff,
and that's heal from their past,
and you got to deal with their bag, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but how do you be open to their bag? How do you make your mind say, okay, I can deal with that?
Well, I can say me personally.
Well, I'm asking you personally.
Okay, personally, personally, I believe in love. And I never, even for, I'm a divorced person, I never think, not even once, nothing but positive about love. So therefore, that belief in love, just automatically, it's either I'm dating or I'm in a relationship. I always carry myself in a positive level.
So you believe in love at first
Yeah,
sight?
I believe in love in the first sight, because love, it's all about, first of all, it's about the connection. Okay, but let me give you an example, Matt. Let's say that you're studying dating somebody, right? You're studying dating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bring your past to the table. And that's what personally, I think that's the biggest challenge in dating world right now.
Talking about the past? Or?
Talking about the past, and also the people that are not healed from their past, because it's a process.
Right, of course.
Okay. So personally, I think, like, if people are not healed yet, they should not start dating.
So telling about what all the bad things that the ex did.
Exactly.
And how they did it and why they were so upset.
Why they do it, why they were so upset. And
don't bring that up.
Don't bring that up. And also, don't compare your past, your ex with whoever that you're dealing right now.
I see.
And for relationship wise, it's like, it can be very tricky, but it's a mindset. Okay. You also have to believe that life, it's a journey. So positive thinking, and some people, they use the word I'm starting a new life. This is another good word that they can use also to motivate them towards the new relationship that they're gonna be, or the new dating.
The new beginning.
The new beginning. Yeah, this is another one also. So personally, I think that's what they should do, and I don't think they should use that. I know it's a lot of math. We can talk about some, not our personal stuff, but some of emotional issue that people goes from past relationship to the next.
The process you're talking.
The process.
Yeah, because it's a long process, and everybody has a different length of time in which they can heal. And I agree.
And you know what I found?
Process.
I'm sorry. You know what I found very challenging, because I talked to a lot of people, and not only for you and in the guy world, but especially in the woman world, they get so disappointed, Matt. A lot of them, that they think that all men are the same.
Yeah.
And I usually tell them, no, everybody's different.
No, they're all the same.
Really, Matt? They're not. I'm thinking that you should be protecting the guy. I know.
I'm not here to protect anybody in reference to that. But I would tell you this. A lot of it has to do with, and I don't want to say this as a general rule of thumb, but a lot of it has to do with how one comes across to the other. So, if you come across, let's be honest here. If you come across and you're like basically putting on the moves, the guy is going to be like, oh, I'm ready to put on the moves back. Right?
Yeah.
But if you come across as this,
negatively,
then you're gonna scare the guy away. But then at the same time, if you come across as this really, beautiful heart, really soulful person, think about it from this perspective. If you're going fishing, what are you going to do? You got to have the right lure. You got to have the right worm to attract the other guy, right?
Exactly.
So you got to put it out there.
And it's all about positivity.
As long as you can think positively.
Okay. Well, I think, Matt, that's it for today. That was our first episode.
You think they'll buy a second one?
Well, they should, because we have more exciting and interesting things to come up with.
Awesome.
Again, for everybody, like to our listeners and viewers, this is Matt and Farah, with Positive Life Coaching. And if you want to reach us, please reach us on Facebook, which is Positive Life Coaching. Okay, where you can meet us. And that's it for today. And I hope to talk more about positivity or next interesting topic. And just you can go on Facebook and you'll know about the next topic for next week.
And of course, if you have a specific topic that you want us to touch base on, let us know.
Yeah, and also I'm glad you mentioned that. Any comments and suggestion or any question, feel free to send us a message on Facebook. Again, Bye.
Farah and Matt
Farah and Matt.
signing off. Thank you.
Bye bye.
See ya.